Additionally, Hong Kong has a strong tradition of free speech. People think, oh, China, great firewall. Mainland China does have significant restrictions on free speech, but the people of Hong Kong have a long tradition of protesting in the streets, of making their views known. The internet is not filtered here, um, no more so than any other Western government. And I believe that the Hong Kong government is actually independent in relation to a lot of other leading Western governments.
If your motive had been to harm the United States and help its enemies, or if your motive had been personal material gain, were there things that you could have done with these documents to advance those goals that you didn't end up doing?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anybody in the positions of access with the technical capabilities that I had could, suck out secrets, pass them on the open market to Russia. They always have an open door, as we do. Um, I had access to, the full rosters of everyone working at the NSA, the entire intelligence community, and undercover assets all around the world, the locations of every station we have, what their missions are, and so forth. If I had just wanted to harm the U.S., that you could shut down the surveillance system in an afternoon. Um, but that's not my intention. I think for anyone making that argument, they need to think, if they were in my position, and you live a privileged life, you're living in Hawaii in paradise and making a ton of money, what would it take to make you leave everything behind? The greatest fear that I have regarding the outcome for America of these disclosures is that nothing will change. Um, People will see in the media all of these disclosures. They'll know the lengths that the government is going to grant themselves powers unilaterally um, to create greater control over American society and global society. But they they won't be willing to take the risks necessary to stand up and fight to change things, to force their representatives to actually take a stand in their interests. And the months ahead, the years ahead, it's only going to get worse until eventually there will be a time where policies will change, because the only thing that restricts the activities of the surveillance state are policy. Even our agreements with other sovereign governments, we consider that to be a stipulation of policy rather than a stipulation of law. And because of that, a new leader will be elected. They'll flip the switch, say that um, because of the crisis, because of the dangers that we face in the world, some new and unpredicted threat, we need more authority, we need more power, and there will be nothing that people can do at that point to oppose it, and it'll be turnkey tyranny.
Turnkey tyranny. Where's Michael Moore when we need him? I fully wish Michael Moore would do a movie about this. One needs to be done because apparently people are not getting the message. You are being stripped of your rights. You are being stripped of your liberties. Your constitutional rights mean nothing anymore. They are finding intricate ways, new and unusual ways, to take your rights away from you. Now, people say, oh, loopholes at gun shows as far as buying guns. Well, there was no loophole when I went there, but I guarantee you...
Ladies
I guarantee you that this keeps going on, and people will eventually get tired of it. But why have a civil war when all you have to do is vote out the people you have in there? Get rid of them. All of them. Do a clean slate. My boy Frankie's dead now, so my one, guy who was pro-MAD, Mother's was drunk driving, was pro protecting your lungs from smoke and garbage. He was gone. So just, let's get with the program and get rid of, clean the garbage out. Quoting Jack Nicholson, this town needs an enema. Well, this government needs an enema. This is Awake to Truth. They have a video. I forget the guy's name who's talking, forgive me, but those who are going to be watching my video will definitely know who he is and will be able to understand. This was just put up today. Already has 350 views and 55 likes. So here we go. Here's something where this gentleman is saying, arrest Representative Peter King, not NSA whistleblower Ed Snowden. I agree with that. Don't arrest Edward. Come on, Twilight people. Protect Edward. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Congressman Peter King has come out and called for this man right here, Edward Snowden, who is making over $350,000 a year, who worked for the CIA as a technical spy, who worked for Booz Allen Hamilton as a major defense contractor, putting in NSA snooping gear into all the grids. He went public, released the fact that they're grabbing all the Verizon customers' information. That's just where he was putting it in. It's everybody. And Congressman Peter King comes out and calls for him to be arrested. It's Peter King that needs to be arrested, and all the criminals that are violating the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and federal law. Every time they spy on you without a warrant domestically, it is a felony. Just like torture is a felony. Just like stealing $85 million a month to give to foreign banks in the bailout that's ongoing, QE3, is a felony. And if they can get away with this, they can get away with anything. They are spying on conservatives, libertarians, but also anti-war people, everybody. And now they're saying, oh, we'll try to pass a bill or something to stop this. Congress helped fund this. In 1996, they expanded it to the Telecommunications Act that said they were putting $9 million of infrastructure in place to spy on everyone. This is the London Independent. And look, right above this story, here I am on the BBC yesterday pointing this out. That's big national news. And I was on the same show right after Ed Balls, the shadow minister of the Treasury here, the Exchequer. I will target pensions to cut a welfare bill. What he'll do is take the pensions and give them to foreign offshore banks. We told you that was coming. We know their agenda. And this guy says they're building a giant spy grid. They're spying on everything. They're building giant NSA bases all over the U.S. that are the size of giant military bases. You try to photograph them in San Antonio next to a Walmart, they come out and threaten to arrest mainline reporters. This is tyranny. There's a criminal corporate takeover of America and the world. The criminals use the spy grid to go after everybody. The criminals use the spy grid so that good police and others can't stop them. And it's illegal, and it's time to bring them to justice. They run Al-Qaeda. They run the terrorists. They're not protecting us from terrorists. They're putting Al-Qaeda in Libya and Syria on record. This man deserves a Medal of Honor for what he's done. Okay? He's had to flee to Hong Kong, country that isn't even really free, or an area that isn't really free, as he said, to get away from the great tyranny that America has become. So that's basically it, and that's why I got angry at him. That's why I got in his face on BBC and everywhere else. It's time to get out of this coma. It's time to get out of this trance and get upset about what's going on. You have the criminals spying on us illegally, funding torture, secret arrest, all of this, telling us to shut up and go along with it. Well, I'm not going to shut up. It's my final transmission from the UK. I'm back to Austin tonight and back on the radio live tomorrow. Mike Adams is filling in today. Infowars.com, 11 a.m. Central, with all the updates and info. This is huge. This evil's coming out in the open because people like this man, Edward Snowden, has the courage to put everything on the line. He said, hey, I'm willing to give up my life for this. I know they're going to try to destroy me, but this is illegal, this is total, and it's pointed at everybody. And he's just compartmentalized. He was super high levels above top secret clearance, and he doesn't even know that it's in the Telecommunications Act. It's all hiding in plain view. This cell phone right here has a tracker system in it. Your hard drives have them wired in. The head of the CIA bragged last year that we listened to you through your dishwasher. They're in everybody's face with it. and then he just blows the whistle from the inside, and they're, oh, we're going to arrest you. How about the traitors be arrested? It's like people standing up to Hitler or Stalin or something right here. We need to stand with this man. Alex Jones signing off for Infowars.com. You either stand with liberty and freedom, or you stand with tyranny. We have a constitution and due process for a reason.
Alex is the man. I'd love to go on his show. I'd love to go on Alex's show. Serious as a heart attack. Alex be the magnet. I'm even gonna like his video. Peoples, how much more do you want to give up? How much more of your liberties do you want to give up? How much longer do you want to be abused by the system? You know it's wrong. You cannot be comfortable with being spied on. You can't be. You know, when I'm in Russia, I'm going to have fun, and I'm pretty, you know, granted I'm bringing my laptop and my Kindle Fire, but I'm going to feel safer in Russia